is language. So the way we are taught and we learn through repetitive process how to create a space between the two notes. Then it is German, French, Italian, English, or the Indian languages. You see, music is exactly the same. This listening mechanism rejects the music because it is artificially created. There is nothing to Beethoven's Ninth Symphony or Fifth Symphony or any of the classical musics. It doesn't want, you see, unless you are exposed to that kind of a music, live and learn how to appreciate a particular kind of a music. See, you cannot appreciate that music at all. As I told you very often, when I first went to London in 1939, my friend took me to the Albert Hall to listen to the classical music. After 5 minutes, I walked out, So I was not interested, not exposed is not the right word. You see, I was not interested in that kind of a music at all, you see. But in India, I lived in a place where I was surrounded by all the South Indian music. Even today, I cannot enjoy North Indian music. I'm telling you. No, classical music. And in the South, because I was surrounded by all these great musicians and my wife was a great musician, so I can stand that music but not really enjoy it, you see, But otherwise, this listening mechanism is rejecting everything. You see, you don't listen to anything at all. You don't listen to anything. The listener must be there. The listener is one who is, who has, what is the right word? I don't even get the right word. Used to translate what you are listening to into a meaningful language. Otherwise, it is just sound, you see, echo chamber. It is repeating whatever you are saying in whatever language you are saying. It is just like an echo chamber is repeating it. But you don't even know what you are listening. You don't even know what you are saying, Bob, I am making so many statements. I am making so many statements. There is nobody here who is making those statements, So I myself don't understand what I am saying. It's so mechanical, it comes out in exactly the same way it is put in there. That's why I say, how you are not bored day after day, he comes and he has been listening to me for almost, not every day, but 32 years, Bob, and how you can stand this, you see. Exactly the way the words are put in, they come out. It's just a computer. No different from that computer. The only difference, if there is any, between that computer and this computer is that there is no selectivity in that computer. There is no censorship in that computer. And the human computer, if a question is thrown at this computer, it doesn't say searching. It doesn't say. And it doesn't say that the data is not found in the data bank or your memory bank or whatever phrases you use. If there is no answer to the question which you are throwing at, it doesn't even say it is silent. You see, no movement of any kind here at all. So the movement is possible only if there is any information, you see, that is there, put in by, you see, your culture, your society, or whatever you want to call it. Otherwise, it comes exactly in the same way. That is why I tell many of those computer people who come to see me, the moment you put selectivity and censorship in the computers, their usefulness is finished. It will be like the human thinking mechanism, you see. So it selects, and then here it is no selectivity. The selectivity is created by your culture. You see, censorship also is created by your culture. It is put in there by the society. Other than that, there is no way you can choose anything, select anything, and there is no question of censorship, you see, here at all. You see. It is just listening to everything without knowing what he is listening to, you see. I don't know. Bob, very difficult for me. It's like a tape recorder. It is recording everything. The recording mechanism does not know that it is recording anything, does not know that it is spoken in a particular language. In exactly the same way, whether you say things in Russian, German, or English, or any language for that matter, it is just listening to that without the listener. It's not translating that at all. And in exactly the same way, all the other senses also operate here, you know. And you have never in your life looked at anything, Bob, probably as a newborn baby. Even the newborn baby does not look at anything. If anybody who has raised children knows that the babies cannot focus on anything for some months. You see, then only they start focusing on things. So you can't look at anything. You have never looked at anything in your life without knowing what you are looking at. Bob, you got it? So if you can look without knowing what you are looking at, you can force yourself. Because I am making a statement that it is not possible for you to look at anything without knowing what you are looking at. You can force yourself to look at that without knowing what you are looking at. You will be choked to death. Don't try that at all, you see. You are not going to succeed. So don't apply this, you see, to this statement of mine to the living situations in your life. You are looking at, you see, your wife. If you don't know what you are looking at, that's the end of the whole story for you. I'm telling you. So it doesn't mean anything, you see, to the listener. If you say that is your daughter, this is your wife, that is your husband, it is just a word. It doesn't mean anything. So if you want to know what it means, you see what the dictionary meaning has there, you see, that's all. It comes very slowly. So no relationship is established between the word at all. You see, what does it mean? The wife, the husband, you see, it doesn't mean anything. Table, chair, it's all right. You can sit here and discuss everlastingly that the word is not the thing. The word is the thing. You see, you can say the word is not the thing. So the image-making structure has got to be there. What that means, that word means, how you build an image around that word is very important for you, you know. So if I turn that side, the whole thing, the picture of that man sitting right in front of me, whom I have known for 32 years, completely and totally wiped out and erased. There is no way I can create how my friend Bob looks like. Impossible for me, you see. So the image-making structure is very important. What is that word you are using, friend? What does it mean? What is the relationship you have between you and friend? That is the image-making structure. How he looks like, I will never know, you know. So if I say that he is wearing a blue shirt and then blue jeans, what does that word blue mean? It doesn't mean anything to me, you understand. So if you ask me, is that blue or red, I would say that it is blue, because I am taught that that is blue. I am taught that the sky is blue. But the physical eye does not look at that as blue. You see, the physical eye cannot see the depth of anything. So all that nonsense they talk about, the depth has no meaning. The physical eye looks like the way you look at the photo there. You see, there is no depth there. So the third dimension, fourth dimension, all those scientists are talking about is absolute gibberish bullshit.